The line to power.
Back here at Harden Park as we're getting set for game 2 of our doubleheader as Pierre will take on Sioux Falls West after a 6-3 win over Spearfish in game 1 of our doubleheader. Sioux Falls West comes in at 5-4. They are 2-3 in South Dakota games as their latest win was yesterday when they knocked off Harrisburg in a good battle between those two teams, as West was able to pick up a 4-3 win over the Harrisburg Tigers Legion team, as they scored 3 runs, did Harrisburg in the bottom of the 6th, but it wasn't enough. Sioux Falls West was able to pick up a run in the first, second, and 2 in the 5th, with all singles in their 6 hits. Rissovy, Byram, Adam had 3 RBIs of the 4 runs scored in the 4-3 win over the Harrisburg Tigers. Dexter Payne got the win in 5 1/3 innings. Jacob Monger got the save as he came in for the final inning in 2/3. Payne threw 105 pitches in the 5 1/3 innings with 13 strikeouts. He had 6 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them were unearned, and 1 walk. Harrisburg struck out 18 times in the ball game. 18 of the 21 outs came by strikeouts against the Sioux Falls West team. And got to give credit to Dexter Payne, got to give credit to Monger for those strikeouts. But this Harrisburg team, all they want to do is swing for the fences. They are a strikeout team that wants it all or nothing. And they struck out all but 3 outs in the game yesterday against Sioux Falls West, which will drive the pitch count up. Dexter Payne probably felt like he could have gone all 7 innings, but threw 105 pitches because he ended up with 13 strikeouts. That's hard to finish a full game when you have 13 strikeouts overall. So as Post State takes on Sioux Falls West, West is trying to get back to 500 in South Dakota games. Post State trying to get over 500 for the first time this year in South Dakota games. They've won their last 2, beating Sturgis and Spearfish, and now taking on the Sioux Falls West team and looking for an opportunity for a win over Sioux Falls West here at Game 2 of our doubleheader. They're finishing up their I.O. right now, and we'll get the umpires back on the field. They are standing on the field ready to go. So we'll step aside for 2 minutes, and when we come back, first pitch is on the way. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here to Harden Park, get a little bit of some drag work on the field before we get this second game underway as Post State will be the visitors. We'll go through the starting lineups. First for Post State, George Staley will lead things off. He's the catcher. Lincoln Keenels, the shortstop, will bat second. Jack Merkwan, the left fielder, will bat third. Benedine, the first baseman, the cleanup spot. Johnny Lyons, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Gary Nedved, the DH, batting sixth. Matthew Hansen, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jet Zabel, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Brecken Kruger, the center fielder, will bat ninth. Jackson Edmond is on the mound for Post State here in this second game of our doubleheader. For Sioux Falls West, their lineup looks like this. Noah Goodroad, the center fielder, will lead things off. Ryan Rissovy, the shortstop, will bat second. Dexter Payne, the DH, batting third. Braden Byram, the right fielder, will bat fourth in the cleanup spot. Isaac Adam, the first baseman, batting fifth. Kyler Miratello, the third baseman, batting sixth. Jacob Monger, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jackson DeHaan, the catcher, batting eighth. And Jordan Kinzer, the left fielder, will bat ninth for Sioux Falls West. Trayson Hardy-Olson will be on the mound for Sioux Falls West here in this ball game as we look at Hardy-Olson's stats so far on this season. He had a start that went 2 2/3. He gave up in that start 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He had 7 walks, 7 strikeouts, a 5.25 ERA, and a 3 whip so far on the season. Jackson Edmond will be the one to go against him, and for Edmond, this will be his second start. Went 4 1/3 innings in his first outing. Gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, only 4 of them earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 6.46 and a whip of 2.31 for the first outing of his season, and will be looking to have even a better start. It wasn't bad the first 4 1/3 that Edmond pitched. He's going to be looking for an even better start in game number 2, and that's what you like to see as guys continue to get better as the season goes on, as the dragging is just coming to an end. Sioux Falls West players out there making sure that field looks good to get the second game underway, and they will take the field here in just a moment as Dubanowski and White talking at home plate right now with the home plate umpire and the base umpire to get set here for game number 2. And we are just about ready to go here for our second game of our doubleheader, as Post State, as expected, will be the visitors, being the team that, the first game there is a possibility of being the home team since it was Pierre and Spearfish here in Sioux Falls, but they lost the flip. There's no flip here. We're at Harmon Park, home of Sioux Falls West, Sioux Falls East and West, and we will have Post State be the road team in this game, and Sioux Falls West will be taking the field here in just a moment. This is their second game in as many days for Sioux Falls West. After finishing a tournament out, they went 3-1 in the tournament with a win over the Yankton Junior Legion, the Pierce Seniors, Crofton with a win, and then they lost to J.C. Bragger Legion 10-1 to close out that tournament last weekend, as Post State went 3-2 in their tournament out in Rapid City. So Sioux Falls West will take the field, and we are set for our second game of the doubleheader. Trayson Hardy-Olson is on the mound here for this second game. Looks like maybe some rain is starting to fall again here at Harmon Park. The lefty will be ready to roll. And again, the starting lineup for Post State: George Staley, leading off, the catcher. Lincoln Keenels, the shortstop, batting second. Jack Merkwan, the left fielder, batting third. Benedine, the first baseman, will bat in the cleanup spot. Johnny Lyons, the third baseman, batting fifth. Gary Nedved, the DH, batting sixth. Matthew Hansen, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jet Zabel, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Brecken Kruger, the center fielder, will bat ninth for Post State here in this second game of our doubleheader. Hardy-Olson finishing up his warm-up tosses. The lefty, the tall left-hander on the mound for Sioux Falls West. He is just about ready to rock and roll, and we're about ready to go here. George Staley in game number 1 for Post State. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI, which made it at that time a 4-0 lead for the Eights. Ended up winning that ball game 6-3 over Spearfish. So here is George Staley to come to the plate. We are ready to roll. Our second game of their doubleheader. As again, after this game is concluded, we'll have coverage of the NBA Finals here on KCCR. Here's the first pitch from Trayson Hardy-Olsen, and we're underway. A swing and a miss by George Staley at 5:39. As the Eights will be looking for back-to-back wins. Here's the 0-1. That one will miss inside, and it's now 1-1. Again for Post State. Lost the first 4 games. Won the last 3 of the Veterans Classic before dropping a game yesterday to Mandan. There's a ground ball by Staley to the left side. Fielded by the shortstop, Ritzevy. The throw to first is in time. The leadoff man retired to open things up here in the top of the first. And it will bring up Lincoln Keenholz, the shortstop. But Post State now at 4-5 on the year, can get back to 500 or get to 500 for the first time this year. They had the opportunity to be at 500 yesterday, but did not get the win against Mandan. So now with 2 wins today, could be at 5-5 going in then to next week, Tuesday, when they take on the Watertown Legion team, as that one misses outside for ball 1. No games this weekend. They were on the schedule to be in Rapid City Friday and Saturday, but will not be making the trip. There's a ground ball to the left side again. Ritzevy at short. Another throw across. And it's back-to-back groundouts to open things up here in the first inning. 2 away. And it brings up Jack Merquan. Merquan in game number 1. He went 0 for 2. Rishon Air, that drove in the game's first run on a 2-out air. Walked and then had a sac fly RBI before grounding out in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Merquan. Be a rare stretch of no games for Post State as that one misses upstairs. It's now 2-0 without the help of rain to rain out games. There has not been this long of a stretch of without games for a long time. I think ever since I've been calling games for Post State since 2019, I don't think I've seen this long of a break. And of course, on the schedule, there wasn't going to be that long of a break, but now, even without the help of rain, will be a lengthy break after today. And that one's fouled back, and it's now 2-2. And that's not even a full week off. It goes, you're off Thursday through Monday, and then you go back to playing again on Tuesday. So you don't even have that large of a break off. But in the summer season, it's a pretty healthy break. 2-2 pitch, and Merquan will pop it up out in the left field. Moving over is Kinzer. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Hardy-Olsen here in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between Pierre and Sioux Falls West, as West will come to the plate. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Verdig Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verdig Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verdig Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verdig Electric, 224-8684.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olsen Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatilator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olsen Plumbing has a great selection of Heatilator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olsen Plumbing. Heatilator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olsen Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Back here, bottom of the first inning, Post State's Sioux Falls West here in our second game of our doubleheader. as Sioux Falls West will come to the plates, and their lineup, Noah Goodrow, the center fielder, will lead things off. Ryan Rissovy, the shortstop, will bat second. Dexter Payne, the DH, batting third. Braden Byram, the right fielder, batting fourth. Isaac Adam, the first baseman, batting fifth. Kyler Miratello, the third baseman, batting sixth. Jacob Monger, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jackson DeHaan, the catcher, batting eighth. And Jordan Kinsler, the left fielder, will bat ninth for West, as Jackson Edmond, the other tall lefty in this ball game, will step to the mound in the rubber. And the first pitch is missed for ball one to kick things off here in the bottom of the first inning. Two big, tall left-handers, the starters for both Pierre and Sioux Falls West. Noah Goodrow waits on the 1-0, and that will miss. Is now 2-0. Goodrow so far on the season is hitting 200. 5 hits in total, 2 doubles with 1 RBI. Back in the leadoff spot here, and the count's now 3-0 to Goodrow. He followed by Rissovy. As Goodrow wears number 1 in the number 1 spot in the order, Rissovy wears number 2 in the number 2 spot in the order. 3-0 pitch. That one is over for a strike. Taken on the way was Goodrow, and it's 2-1 count, or a 3-1 count. Here to the West leadoff man, and Noah Goodrow. 3-1 pitch will hit him, and it'll be the leadoff man will reach base. That is an opportunity for Goodrow to reach base. The third time he's been hit so far in the season. And Ryan Rissovy now with a runner on first and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Rissovy hitting .304 on the young season, as they'll get that popping up the right side and no chance. A lot of foul territory here at Harmon Park. On the backstop is pretty far away from home plate. Foul territory gets a little bit smaller as it goes out towards the foul poles, but still a lot of room on a pop-up. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Edmond to Rissovy. That one's taken for a strike, and it's now 0-2. Rissovy with 5 runs driven in, and would be his 20th at bat as long as he doesn't walk or be hit by a pitch. Here's the 0-2. He swings and misses. There's a strikeout. First one of the day for Jackson Edmond, and there's one down here in the bottom of the first. It'll bring up Dexter Payne. Dexter Payne, .333 batting average. He's got 2 extra base hits with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Be fun to see what these guys look like towards the end of the season. Right now, at just 9 games into the year, not a whole lot of plate appearances at bats quite yet. As a team, through 9 games, 44 strikeouts for Sioux Falls West. They don't strike out a ton, but strike out just a couple more times a game than what Post 8 does. As taking for strike 1 was the left-handed hitting Payne. Payne threw 5 1/3 innings yesterday against Harrisburg with 13 strikeouts. Pickoff attempt, they got him going to second. Dean, the throw to second. The tag applied, they got him out at second base. And there's now 2 down. Jackson Edmond with the throw over to first. And Dean had to fire the ball to second. And Keenels was able to put the tag on to retire Goodrow. And there's now 2 down with nobody on. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Edmond. That one will get to the backstop, and it's now 1-1. And Edmond's got one of the best pickoff moves in the state as a lefty. Real deceiving, near deceiving pickoff move. Goodrow kind of went on first movement. So when Edmond threw the ball over there, again, Dean just had to make sure he got the ball to second because Goodrow put the head down, and whether he knew he was picked off or not, you fly your way over to second base. If you get a jump like he did, you just fly yourself to second and try and beat the throws over there to you. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That one misses just a little bit low and outside. That's a really good take from Dexter Payne. That ball was in the strike zone for probably 90% of the way to the plate, or maybe looked like it was in the strike zone, 9% to the plate, and then tailed off. 2-2 pitch. Hard ball right back up the middle, but Keenholz will field, and the throw to first will retire. Dexter Payne. And it's a uncharacteristic 1-2-3 inning, but no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base after one complete. Post State leads West. Actually, they're tied without a score. Post State will come to the plate here at the top of the second. Listen to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Hey, let's go. We're going to be late for the baseball game.
I know, my air conditioner is letting me down like our middle reliever last game. I have to give someone a call.
That's easy. Call in the closer, AirTech Heating and Cooling. They use Coleman brand heaters and air conditioners, and like our team's closer, AirTech with Coleman products give us quality and dependability we can trust to win the game.
You're right. I'm going to the bullpen. AirTech, I need you.
Top of the second, 4, 5, and 6 here for Post States. Bennett Dean, Johnny Lyons, Gary Nedved. The first three hitters here in the top of the second. Post States, again, looking to get back to 500 and win 5 of their last 6 to make that happen. Next Tuesday, they will head on the road to Watertown. And then they'll have Wednesday, Thursday off before Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the Dakota Classic back here in Sioux Falls at Harmon Park. First pitch will miss for ball 1 to Bennett Dean. Last year we played Friday at Harmon 2, then Saturday both games were here at Harmon 1, and Sunday was back at Harmon 2. As there's a swing and a miss by Dean, it's now 1-1. Not sure exactly what field will be on for those 4 games that you're guaranteed. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and Dean will foul that one back, and it's 1-2. Trayson Hardy-Olson got 2 ground outs to the shortstop Rissovy in the first inning before a fly ball to the outfield by Jack Merkwan. Now here's Dean trying to be the first base runner for Post State. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That is well upstairs, gets to the backstop, and it's now 2-2. Jumping out of the crouch was Dahanen, unable to make the catch. And here's now the 2-2 pitch to Dean. And he swings and misses and strikes out a pitch near the eyes. First time he strikes out all season. And it will bring up Johnny Lyons. With 1 out, nobody on here at the top of the second. 4 straight retired to open up the ball game for Trayson Hardy-Olson. Lyons, the third baseman. He went 1 for 4, and in game number 1, the team leader in batting average for Post State. Took him till the top of the 7th to get that first hit. First pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. A little bit tighter of a strike zone than what we saw in game number 1, with a different man behind home plate for this ball game. 1-0 pitch is fouled back by Lyons. He popped out twice. Actually 3 times, 1 behind home plate, and then 2 to left field before he got the base hit out into left in the top of the 7th. Here's a 1-1 to Lyons. There's a line shot. There's a base hit. That one's going to get past the center fielder. No, it popped up. Center fielder in Goodroad almost made the catch. It looked like it got past him, but it actually popped up in the air and came back down on the ground. So Lyons will get the base hit. And I got to tell you, when the ball left the bat, I don't think there's any shot that Goodroad was going to have a chance at it. When he dove for it, it looked like it went past him, but it just bounced up in the air and came back down and ends up being a base hit for Johnny Lyons. So the first base runner now of the ball game for Post State, and the first pitch taken for ball one to Gary Nedved. That will continue this good stretch that Johnny Lyons is on to open up this season here in the 10th game of the year. That one is fouled back by Nedved, and the count is now 1-1. Nedved in game number one, he had 2 plate appearances, went 0 for 1, ground out, and then a walk. Here's the 1-1 from Hardy Olson to Nedved. Swings and misses, and it's now 1-2. Lions leads away from first with 1 out here in the top of the second. 1-2 pitch upcoming from Trayson Hardy Olson to Gary Nedved. From the stretch, he delivers. Fouled back. We'll do it again here at 1-2. Jade Wiebe has the game off. Again, Grayson Hunsley not here. Isaac Pollock, who pitched, he was probably a just-in-case guy. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Nedved. Swings and misses, and there's the second strikeout of the ball game, second of the inning for Hardy Olson. And there's now 2 down, and it brings up Matthew Hansen. So really the only guy on the bench right now for Post State in this game is going to be Connor Bruce. And Wiebe will be more of a, again, just-in-case guy. He still might find his way into the lineup. But we'll see who the first guy out of relief is for Post State. Hansen will take strike one. Hansen in the first game of the day went 1 for 2. Singled in the second, walked in the 4th and 6th, and popped out the shortstop in the top of the 7th. Had the bases loaded, but did not come back to haunt Post State at all, as Lincoln Keenels was able to finish out the ball game in the bottom of the 7th to pick up the first save of the year for any Post State pitcher. So here's the 1-1 now to Matthew Hansen. He'll go the other way, the right side, and it will drop just foul down the right field line. That one was foul by 6 inches. And so the count is now 1-2. And a little bit of a late foul call, but the line's kind of hard to see down each of the first and third base lines. But it did look like it landed just foul. So now here's the 1-2 to Matthew Hansen. Inside, misses inside, and it's now 2-2. It's a really good pitch there from Hardy Olson, because if that's called a strike, there's nothing that Matt Hansen can do about it. That one nearly clipped the inside edge. Here's a 2-2. Long pause, delivers as Lyons takes off. The pitch was in the dirt. Lyons will steal second on the 2-2 count. It will turn to a 3-2 count. But now, as Lyons swipes second, he had a really good jump, went on first movement from Hardy Olson. Now Matt Hansen with a base hit could give Post State the lead. 3-2 pitch. Inside, but taken in for strike 3. And that will end the inning here in the top of the second. And 3 strikeouts for Hardy Olson. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Post State's and West scoreless after inning and a half. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
First pitch in the bottom of the second will miss for ball one. As we welcome you back here to Harvard Ballpark here in Sioux Falls. No score between Pierre and Sioux Falls West. 4, 5, and 6 for West. And that one will come in and hits Braden Byram. And so the second time the leadoff man has been hit by a pitch to open up an inning. And it'll bring up Isaac Adam.
Number 12, Isaac Adam.
Isaac Adam, he will come to the plates as so far in the season batting 278. Has a double, 5 runs driven in for West. On-base percentage just 9 points under 400. Here's the first pitch. That one's over for strike one to Isaac Adam. Kyler Miratello would be on deck. Then Jacob Monger. No, Goodroad was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Then he was picked off between first and second. And that one's shot out towards right field. Zabel going over. It's going to be down the line, and it's going to be a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way into the corner. Rounding third and coming in to score without a play is going to be Braden Byram. Throw coming to third base. Lions will put the tag down. They got him out at third base. So it ends up being a double and an RBI. But a great relay from Zabel to Hansen to Lyons on the money. And it retires Isaac Adam on the double. And there's now one down, nobody on, and a runner on first. Or excuse me, and a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls West. So it goes down as an RBI double for Adam. Then he's thrown out 9-4-5. With the first down as Miratello takes strike one. So 6 RBI of the season now for Isaac Adam. And he gets Sioux Falls West on the board, scoring Braden Byram. That one comes inside and misses for ball one. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Miratello, 111 batting average so far. He's just 1 for 9 in total. So while the average doesn't seem very high, it's only got 9 at-bats and only 11 at plate appearances. It counts now 1 and 2. I mean, your average will jump up quite a bit with a base hit. And only drop 11 points if you don't get a base hit. Here's a 1-2. That one will miss outside, and it's now 2 and 2 here to Kyler Miratello. Jacob Monger will be on deck. Number 7 man in the order. 1 hit apiece, but 1 run so far. That's for Sioux Falls West. 2-2. Foul straight back. And we'll do it again here at 2 and 2. Again, don't forget we have NBA Finals coverage after we're done here this evening. Tip-off just after 8 o'clock. Coverage scheduled to start at 7:30, but we'll join it in progress if need be. Here's a 2-2. There's a chopper at the plate. Lyons will come across the shortstop position to make the play from third base. And Johnny Lyons, that's a confident play over there for the third baseman. There's now 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And it will bring up Jacob Monger. And you are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, just past 6 o'clock here on this Wednesday evening. Post State wins the first game 6-3 over Spearfish. Right now trailing 1-0 with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the second to Sioux Falls West here in our second game. And the first pitch upstairs from Jackson Edmond to Jacob Monger for ball 1. Monger hitting 91 right now. He's 1 for 11 in his at-bats. That one's upstairs and is now 2-0. He has walked once and been hit by a pitch once. His one hit was a single so far on the young season. Game number 10 of the year for Sioux Falls West. Also game number 10 for Post State. That one's over for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. Here to Monger. Catcher Jackson DeHaan is on deck. 2-1. There's a line shot down the left field line, but it will hook foul. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Post State, who started the year at 0-4, are again 1 game under 500. They had the opportunity to go back to 500 or to get to 500 for the first time with the win last night. Unable to. Here's their second chance at 4-5 right now. 2-2 pitch. Jam shot that Johnny Lyons will field inside the infield grass, make the throw across, and Lyons makes 2 really good plays over at third base to close out the inning. 1 run scores on 1 hit in the inning, no errors and no one left on base. We have played 2 here at Harmon Park, and Sioux Falls West leads Pierre 1-0. You listen to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
Back here as we welcome you back to the top of the third inning in a 1-0 ball game. Post State's down as Jet Zabel, Brecken Kruger, and then back to the top of the order for George Staley. 8-9-1 for the Eights. As we play here in the top of the third. Here's the first pitch from Hardy Olson to Zabel. That one will miss low for ball 1. So far through 2 innings, 3 strikeouts for Hardy Olson. Only base runner was a single from Johnny Lyons, who stole second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's on the outside corner for strike 1. And it's even at a ball and a strike. The Brecken Kruger, then George Staley here for Post State, trying to answer that run scored in the bottom of the second as that one's fouled back. And the count is now 1-2. And for Post State, again, Lincoln Keenel's throw in the top of the 7th or the bottom of the 7th. Is he the guy that comes in relief, knowing that you have a full 105 pitches for the entire day? As that one's popped foul, will it get out of play? It just barely will, as the third baseman Miratello gave it a run all the way out to the fence before he ran out of real estate, and it dropped dropped out of play in foul territory. Count is still 1-2 here to Zabel. Hardy Olson from the windup, the lefty delivers to the lefty. And it's upstairs, and it's now 2-2. A catch there by DeHaan, who jumped out of the crouch to make the play. Well, nobody on base. Wouldn't matter if it got to the backstop or not, but showing the athleticism. Here's a 2-2. Inside, just missing, and the count is now at full at 3-2. 1 hit apiece so far for both these squads, but that 1 hit drove in the game's only run for Sioux Falls West. There's a leadoff walk to Zabel, so that will bring up Brecken Kruger. It's a good start for Post State, and do you play some small ball here with the number 9 man to the plate? Get Zabel over to second and give Stallion Keenels an opportunity to try and drive in the first run for Post State. Kyler Miratello thinks so. The third baseman is on the infield grass. Kruger not showing bunt and takes ball 1. Miratello will now take a couple of steps back and play even at the bag at third. Here's the 1-0 from Hardy Olson to Kruger. That one will catch the bottom of the zone, and it's now 1-1. Kruger in game number 1 went 1 for 2, struck out, and also had a sack bunt with a base hit. 1-1 pitch. That one will catch the bottom of the zone. Again, it's now 1-2. And Brecken Kruger will have to battle up, down 1-2 in the count. Zabel leads away from first. Nobody out here at the top of the third. Here's the 1-2. For a long pause. Hardy Olson delivers. And Kruger will skide out to center field. Backing up a couple steps is Goodroad. He'll make the catch, and there's one down now here in the top of the third inning.
Back to the top of the order. Catcher George Stalley.
Here's George Stalley as he grounded out to the shortstop in Risavi, his first trip to the plate. Zabel, again, leading away from first with one out here at the top of the third. First pitch from Hardy Olson to Stalley. Just outside for ball one. I know I mentioned it a couple different times, but in the spring season, George Stalley really took a lineup spot by the way he swung the bat and the way he put the ball in play. That was popped up foul territory. It will barely land out of play again, and the count's now 1-1. But he didn't get a whole lot of playing time the first weekend or so, and then he played against Sioux Falls Jefferson. Had a solid appearance, got another shot, and then just continued to mash the ball to the point of where he was the team leader in slugging percentage at the end of the spring season. And where Coach Steve Gray, Coach Ryan Kruger, Coach Dirk Campbell thought the guy that we're going to bring along, he's a freshman, we're maybe get a couple at-bats, he'll be our courtesy runner, he's got a lot of speed, to he's going to be in our lineup every single game. 1-1 pitch is flown out towards right field. It won't hang up long enough. The catch is going to be made by the right fielder, and it will be a double play. Zabel's got to attack second base to get back to first. The throw to first is in time, and it will be a double play. Zabel rounded second thinking that the ball was easily going to drop, or maybe that there are two outs, and it turns into a 9-4-3 double play to finish out the inning here in the top of the third inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Post State down 1-0 to Sioux Falls West. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
If you're in the market for a new home, call my mom or grandma, Kathy. Sunshine Properties is my mom and my grandma.
When you're ready to buy or sell, rely on us, Kathy Sunshine Properties. We'll help you to buy or sell with confidence. When you're out and about, stop and see us at our new location on the corner of Capitol and Central here in Pierre.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Bottom of the third as we welcome you back here to Harmon Park. 1-0 still our score as Post State trails Sioux Falls West. It'll be Jackson DeHaan, Jordan Kinzer, and Noah Goodroad. 8-9-1 here for Sioux Falls West. And for Post State, you have Lincoln Keenels that will lead things off in the bottom of the third, but unfortunate misplay there from the eights. And the way that ball shot off the bat of Stalley, it looked like that was going to go for a long ways, and Zabel tried to get in front of it all and round his way from second to third and easily score if the ball drops down, but it hung up long enough. The wind kept it up long enough for Jackson, or for the right fielder and Byram to make the catch, and Zabel wasn't able to, again, you have to, if you go past second, you have to retouch second. You can't just cut across the diamond and get back to first base. So he touched second and just didn't make it back in time, as the first pitch to the catcher, Jackson DeHaan, will be taken low for ball one. DeHaan on the season, .333 batting average as he shoots the 1-0 pitch out in the right center field. Brecken Kruger patrolling out there in center field will make the catch. And there's one down here in the bottom of the third. And we'll bring up Jordan Kinzer. For Jordan Kinzer, 176 batting average. He's got one extra base hit, it's a double. 2 runs driven in so far this season for Kinzer, the left fielder for Sioux Falls West in this ball game. Again, they beat Harrisburg last night. That was Harrisburg's first game of the season, of the Legion season, and it was a 4-3 win for Sioux Falls West to improve to 2-3 in South Dakota games. First pitch over for strike one to Kinzer. And they, when you look at the box score, it looks like a Harrisburg Tiger game, with all the strikeouts that West piled up in that game, as it's now 1-1. Here to the number 9 hitter in Kinzer. Overall, the pitching for Sioux Falls West had 18 strikeouts, 13 for Dexter Payne. Monger had 5. 3 outs were recorded in that game, not by a strikeout, as it's now 1-2 here to Kinzer. And for Harrisburg, that's, we almost won. We're not really concerned about the 18 strikeouts. We almost got the win. Home run for Scherer, a double for Muncie, and that one will bounce in, get to off the home plate umpire's mask, and the count's now 2-2. All they're looking for is home runs, extra base hits. They struck out 18 times, but yeah, we scored 3 runs and had a home run and a double. That's what they're more concerned about. Not enough extra base hits. There's a line shot in the left field. Merquan comes in. It will miss it, and then he stumbles as he's not going to get to it. Brecken Kruger backs it up. It's going to end up being a base hit. We'll see if it ends up being a base hit and an error, but it's a second base will beat Kinzer. And Merquan, who's been dealing with some ankle trouble, when he stopped, Kruger was on his way out there backing it up, but when he stopped and did not keep moving, kind of held your breath there for a second that he didn't hurt the ankle. But it will now be the top of the lineup for Noah Goodroad. It will be a double for Kinzer, the second hit of the ball game for Sioux Falls West. Goodroad was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate, then was picked off between first and second. That one will catch the zone, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Here to the center fielder for Sioux Falls West. Here in the bottom of the third, and a 1-0 lead for West. Here's the 1-1. That one misses just a little bit inside. And the count now 2-1. Ryan Rissavi, the shortstop, is on deck. Runner in score position here with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's a chopper. Lions, that's a fair ball. Just gets past him. Scoops up off of the lip of the infield. So it didn't get farther down in the outfield as it was, and that will be an air charge to Johnny Lyons. And it's now first and third with 1 down. The good thing overall on that is that with it going off the lip of the infield, going into the outfield, didn't get skipped far enough away for Kinzer to score. The runner stays at first base, and Goodroad, a ground ball can still get you out of this inning. And Rissavi, who struck out swinging, is going to be looking to make this a 2-0 ball game. Pickoff attempt, and back in safely over at first base is Goodroad. Rissavi at 211 so far in the season coming into this ball game. He's looking for RBI number 6. Putting the ball in play. Here's the first pitch. There's a fly ball out to center field. Brecken Kruger will come in. He'll make a shoestring catch, and the runner will tag and score to make it a 2-0 ball game. That one looked like it was going a lot farther out into center field, and Kruger, he didn't wait to the point of not being able to make the catch, but I think he was expecting that ball to fly out a little bit farther than what it did, and he had to come on strong to make the catch. So now there is 2 down with a runner at first base. It's a sac fly RBI for Ryan Ricevi. As the first pitch to Dexter Payne will miss for ball 1. So a 2-0 lead now for West. Here in the bottom of the third with 2 away. Dexter Payne grounded out to Keenholz at short to end the bottom of the first inning. Pickoff attempt and again back in safely is Goodroad over there at first base. Here's the 1-0. Right back up the middle. I don't know how Jackson Edmond wasn't hit by that ball, but it gets into center field off the glove of Keenholz. The throw going to third, in safely at third base, and taking second on the throw is Payne. And it's now second and third. It'll be a single for Payne, advancing to second on the throw, and it's 2 runners in scoring position now for Braden Byram, who was hit by a pitch and came around to score Sioux Falls' first run. So Dexter Payne now picks up the second hit of the inning. 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 run scoring so far for Sioux Falls West here in the bottom of the third. First pitch will miss low for ball 1. And Byram hit by a pitch, came around to score on the RBI double from Isaac Adam, who was thrown out trying to stretch the double into a triple. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That was a chopper that is foul off to the right side. And the count is even at a ball and a strike. So for Post State, and maybe, that air cut has come back to haunt you. It's been a tough play for Lions to make across. Here's the 1-1. That one is foul ball. There's another jam shot there from Edmond that Byron committed on and fouled it back. So that count is 1-2. Edmond looking for a second strikeout of the ball game, and to keep this a 2-0 score. From the stretch, here's a 1-2. Misses inside, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the deuces are wild here in the bottom of the third. 2 on and 2 out with a 2-2 pitch upcoming, and a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls West. Here's a 2-2. Fly ball, high fly ball. Brecken Kruger coming in on it. He's still coming in. He'll call for it. He'll make the catch. Hit that where he's tired the side here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 run scores on 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the fourth. It is a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls West over Pierre. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Top of the fourth inning. Lincoln Keenholz will lead things off for Post State as they trail it 2-0. Keenholz 0 for 1 with a ground out in his first at bats. Keenholz, Merquan Dean, 2, 3, and 4 for Post State here in the top of the fourth inning. Here's the first pitch from Hardy Olson. Keenels will take it for strike one. Keenels in game number one went 3 for 4, 2 singles, a triple, driving in a run. Here's the 0-1. That one will hit him on the bounce. And so the leadoff man is on base to kick off the top of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, Jack Merkwan.
So now here is Jack Merkwan, the left fielder, who flew out to his counterpart Kinzer in left in his first trip to the plate. Merkwan's looking for his first hit here of the 2 games, going 0 for 2 in game number 1 with an RBI sac fly. Here's the first pitch to Merkwan. That one misses high and outside from Hardy Olson. Post State down just 2-0 here in the top of the fourth. Still half a ball game left to go. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error for Post State. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Sioux Falls West. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is right down the middle and taken for a strike for Jack Merkwan. Bennett Dean will follow, and then Johnny Lyons. Here's the 1-1 from Hardy Olson to Merkwan. Long pause. That one will miss well outside. It'll get to the backstop, and Keenels will find his way to second. So the count is 2-1. And now Merkwan's got a runner in scoring position. First time that we've got a base runner with less than 2 outs in scoring position here for Post State. Here's the 2-1 from Hardy Olson to Merkwan. Keenels get a big lead over at second. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one caught to the outside edge, and it's now 2-2. That was a good pitch there from Hardy Olson. For Post State, as we look at some of the advanced stats, the batting average with runners in scoring position. There's a ground ball from Merkwan that will not advance Keenels over to third. The throw to first is going to be not picked out by the first baseman in Adam. It'll be an air charge to the pitcher as he really handcuffed the first baseman Adam. So Hardy Olson will get an air charge to him, and it brings up Bennett Dean. Post State hitting .319 with runners in scoring position. They're now 0 for 2 in the ball game with runners in scoring position here today. But Bennett Dean, as Keenels will take off for third. The throw, no throw coming. That was on the outside edge. Taken for a strike, but Keenels will steal third base, so his runners at the corners now with an 0-1 count here to Bennett Dean. And Keenels was able to he took third base off the pitcher. He kept hopping his way, getting an extra step lead, and then he just took off, timing that perfectly with Hardy Olson. So now here's the 0-1 pitch from Hardy Olson to Dean. Upstairs for ball 1. Dean struck out swinging his first trip to the plate. First time that he struck out all season. He does have a inside the park home run today. Get out to dead center. A 2-run inside the park home run. As that one misses, it's now 2-1. Here with nobody out in the top of the fourth. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Hardy Olson to Dean. That one will miss low. Good take there from Dean. That was a good pitch from Hardy Olson. And Dean was able to hold up, and now a 3-1 count. And now Hardy Olson's got to come to the plate and not walk the bases loaded. Here's a 3-1. Runner takes off. It's going to be ball 4, and the bases are now going to be loaded with nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. And it brings up Johnny Lyons, Post State's best hitter so far in the season, and the most confident hitter that Post State has right now. He's 1 for 1 so far on the day here in this game. He went 1 for 4 in game number 1. Coach Dubanowski on his way out to have a conversation. With the bases loaded, nobody out. Starting to see maybe some movement for some activity in the left field bullpen for Sioux Falls West. As looks like it'll be Alex Brosnahan that will make his way out to warm up. With the bases loaded, nobody out here at the top of the fourth. Johnny Lyons at the plate. First pitch from Trayson Hardy-Olson. Lyons swings and misses for strike one. And for Lyons, he's looking to get a hit early on in this at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes inside. Good block by the catcher in DeHaan, and it's now 1-1. Keatles at third. Merkwan at second. Dean at first. Johnny Lyons at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses low and inside, now 2-1. On deck, Gary Nedved. This is Post State's best opportunity to put up a crooked number, at least tie the ball game up, if not take the lead. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Lyons. And Lyons will pop it up behind home plate, and the catch will be made by the catcher in DeHaan. And that is a huge, huge first out to retire Lyons. And to bring up now Gary Nedved with the bases loaded and one out, and now Hardy-Olson with after having the bases loaded, nobody out. Now he feels a ground ball. The inning could come to an end. Nedved struck out swinging his first trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Hardy-Olson. That will get off of the catcher, off the umpire. The throw home is not going to be in time, and Keatles will score on a wild pitch. Did not get far away from the catcher as it bounced off the umpire, but Keatles had a great first step. He's got good speed as it is, and he's able to score to make it a 2-1 ball game. And the count is now 2-1, or 1-0. Score is 2-1, and Gary Nedved with a base hit could give Post State the lead potentially. Here's the 1-0. Nedved couldn't pull the trigger. Takes it for a strike, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Nedved looking for his first hit of the day. He went 0 for 1 in game number 1. 0 for 1 right now here in game 2. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up off the glove of the pitcher, Hardy-Olson, through in the left field. It will be a base hit. Dean will come in to score, and Post State takes a 3-2 lead with one out here at the top of the fourth inning. Put the ball in play, good things will happen for you. And all three runs that started this inning, they got on base, coming to score. It'll be a base hit for Nedved. Went off the glove, went past the shortstop Ricevi, and into left field for Dean to come around to score. So a 3-2 lead as Matthew Hansen will swing at the first pitch and foul it out of play. Hansen struck out looking his first trip up. That ended the bottom of the second. Hardy-Olson had all three of his strikeouts. All three that he has right now all came in the second inning. Here's the 0-1. Curveball or slider that stayed up above the zone. That counts even at a ball and a strike. Here to Matthew Hansen. Here's the 1-1. Hansen will pop it up into shallow right field, a couple steps into the outfield grass where the second baseman and Mager will make the catch. And there's now two down. And it brings up Jet Zabel.
Right fielder, Jet Zabel.
He walked to open up the top of the third inning. And he was doubled off to end the third. With a runner on first, two down, a 3-2 lead for Post State. Taking advantage of a hit by pitch and error and a walk. And all three runs came in to score as the first pitch is on the outside edge for strike one. And Nedved drove in two of them with the only hit so far of the inning. Keatles scored on a wild pitch. Nedved drove in the other two. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side for Monger at second. He'll go to first. That retires the side. But Post State will take the lead. 3-run score in the inning on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. After 3.5, the Eights have a 3-2 lead over Sioux Falls West. You listen to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
So we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Post State has now a 3-2 lead, scoring 3 runs on just 1 hit in that top of the 4th inning. And Jackson Edmond will deal with 5, 6, and 7. Isaac Adam, Kyler Miratello, and Jacob Monger. The first 3 hitters for Sioux Falls West in a new ball game, in a different-looking ball game. Isaac Adam drove in the game's first run with a double, RBI double. He was thrown out at third, trying to stretch the double into a triple. And for Isaac Adam, he's looking to build off that 1-for-1 so far here in this ball game. 3 hits so far for Sioux Falls West, 2 of them coming last inning. First pitch is grounded right down the third base line, and it hops over the bag, and it's fair. Rounding first is Adam. He's going to take off for second. He's going to hold back and stay with a leadoff single. And a good play by Jack Merkwan to get over to the ball quickly to cut it off and only be a leadoff single for Isaac Adam, who is now 2 for 2. And he has gotten 2 of the 4 hits for Sioux Falls West. Here's Kyler Miratello. Miratello grounded out to Lyons over at third base in his first trip to the plate. Be pitch number 49 for Jackson Edmond, and it misses for ball 1. Edmond so far 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. No walks, 1 strikeout. He has hit 2 guys so far, both the leadoff man in the first and second inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one nearly hits Miratello. Scooped up by Stalley behind the plate. It's now 2-0. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Post State. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Sioux Falls West. With nobody out in the bottom of the 4th and a runner on first. Ground ball left side. Lyons will stab at it. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. It was a 1-hopper to Dean, just not in time. And ends up being a fielder's choice. But scored 5-4 on the fielder's choice for 1 down. As Jacob Monger will come to the plate with a runner on first base. Good turnover there. Hansen just didn't have all of it on the throw. But it gave Dean a long hop, so he didn't have to worry about short hopping him or maybe getting in between hop to get past him. Here's now Monger, first pitch from Edmond to the second baseman. Instead of pickoff move and back in safely is Miratello. Monger grounded out to Lyons in his first trip to the plate today. First pitch to Monger is fouled off the barrel at the end of the barrel of the bat. Well out in front of it. It's 0-1 to Jacob Monger. Again, batting 91 coming into the day. 1 hit and 11 at-bats. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Edmond to Monger. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Edmond with just 1 strikeout so far. That came with the second batter of the bottom of the first, and Ryan Rissovy. Here's the 0-2 from Jackson Edmond. It'll get behind him. Stalley will get back to it And the second base will be Miratello. I thought it hit Monger, but did not make a motion that he got hit. He wants to, maybe he did get hit, knowing the guy was going to get a second, and said, well, I want to try and get a base hit here, driving the tying run. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's outside, now 2-2. Jackson DeHaan, he waits on deck. Pitch number 56 here for Jackson Edmond. Line shot into left field. That one hooking, and it is fair down the line again. That will score the run. It's now a 3-3 ball game. And we are tied up with one out in the bottom of the fourth. And Jacob Monger's got his first RBI of the season.
Number 21, Jackson DeHaan.
And for Sioux Falls West, they have been able to find the lines multiple occasions here in this game. He had a base hit to lead off the inning for Isaac Adam that bounced over the third base bag, stayed fair. Had a base hit down the line earlier in the ball game, and now here we're down the left field line. And maybe it's a little bit not as close to the line as I think on those hits in the outfield, but to me up here it looks really close. Obviously they're fair balls. I'm not saying that they're foul and they're getting it wrong, but that's just a game of inches how close it's been for a couple hits being off the board, being a foul ball instead of a base hit on the line, as that one's fouled back, and it's now 1-1 here to Jackson DeHaan, who flew out to Brecken Kruger to lead off the bottom of the third inning. 3-3 our score, 1 run in the second, third, and fourth now for West. Bell State was able to score 3 in the top of the fourth. So we are back to an even ball game. 1-1. Pickoff attempt, and Edmond throws it away. Taking second base will be Monger. He'll round second. He's on his way to third. The throw coming in and just behind of Monger, so he will get to third base. It'll be an air charge to Jackson Edmond. The second error of the ball game now for Post State. And a base hit will give Sioux Falls West the lead back. So the infield will come in all the way around to try and keep this a 3-3 ball game. 1-1. Upstairs now 2-1. This is the number 8 man of the order, Jordan Kinzer, who got a double in his first at bat. The number 9 man waits on deck. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Edmond, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. The RBI single from Monger has tied the ball game up. And Jackson Edmond, I believe that's going to end his day with a 2-2 count, and they're going to go back to Lincoln Keenels. So the 2-2 counts and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lincoln Keenels will come back to the mound to pitch after throwing in game number 1 of the day. We'll step aside for a minute, and we'll have the rest of the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Did you miss your exit?
For the second time in a row.
Ooh, third time's a charm. You deserve a treat for that time on the road. Did you lose your favorite sunglasses?
Yes, and they were on my head.
Or did you remember your wallet, but forget your phone instead? So sweet, unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you've probably done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper. Did you meal prep all your lunches and order tacos instead?
I'm so ashamed. Please don't tell my wife.
I went to the grocery store and actually remembered my reusable bags.
Earth-friendly, so safe. It's one of a kind, it'll blow your mind. That deserves a Dr. Pepper.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
So Lincoln Keenels is back on the mound with a 2-2 count and a runner on third base with one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The first pitch on a 2-2 count is just missing inside, maybe high, and the count is now 3-2. That was a really good first pitch there from Lincoln Keenels that just missed. Here's a 3-2. Ground ball left side. Hansen will field. Keeps the runner over at third. The throw to first is in time. Good throw from Matt Hansen. A strong throw to retire Jackson DeHaan, and there's now two down. And it will bring up the number 9 hitter in Jordan Kisner. We can't officially close the book yet on Jackson Edmond. He's responsible for the runner at third. But Lincoln Keenels came in, got 1 inning of throwing, 2 strikeouts, no hits, no runs allowed. First pitch is over for strike 1. He did throw 10 pitches. So he has 95 to work with in this ball game, with 105 combined in one full day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Misses just a bit inside. It's now 1-1. Good pitch again there from Keenels. Kinzer is 1 for 1 with a double. He came around to score back in the bottom of the third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's flown out to center field. Brecken Kruger will come in, and Lincoln Keenels gets out of the inning, getting the final 2 outs, and we remain tied 3-3. 1 run scores on 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 5th, and it is squared at 3-3. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
At the Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization nurturing the potential of every youth, adult, and senior in our community. From advocacy to childcare, disease prevention to athletics, swim lessons to safe spaces, our mission ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can participate in the services that we offer at the Y. We invite you to stop in and check out our youth sports, summer camps, group exercise classes, swim lessons, and so much more. Discover your why at the Oahe Family YMCA in Pierre, where we are for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
9-1-2 here for Post States. Brecken Kruger, George Stalley, and Lincoln Keenels, the first 3 hitters, as we welcome you back here to Harmon Park in Sioux Falls, as the 8s are tied 3-3. And we'll be looking to retake the lead here in the top of the 5th. Kruger is 0 for 1, flew out to the center fielder back in the top of the 3rd inning. 7 guys came to the plate with 3 runs scoring in the top of the 4th. First pitch will miss low for ball 1 to Brecken Kruger from Trace and Hardy Olson. Pitch number 69 upcoming here for Hardy Olson. On the 1-0 pitch. And Kruger goes the other way out to right field. Coming into the right fielder, sliding to make the catch is Byram. And the leadoff man is retired here at the top of the 5th. Kruger stung that one, but Byron made a great catch out in right field. And there's one down here at the top of the 5th, and it brings up George Stalley.
George Stalley, catcher.
Jackson Edmond, we can close the book on his day. 3 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He did hit 2 batters for Sioux Falls West. A good outing from Jackson Edmond. Lincoln Keenels at 2/3 of an inning so far, as first pitch was taken for ball 1 to George Stalley, who is 0 for 2 in this ball game. There's a grounder foul down the third base line, and the count is even at a ball and a strike to the Post State shortstop. So Post State catcher. The shortstop, who is now on the mound, is on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's upstairs, now 2-1. Stalley did ground out to the shortstop in his first at bat and flew out to right field Look at the ball. He looked like he tagged it and was going to make its way out towards the fence, but Byron made the catch and then doubled off Zabel. Counts now 3-1 here to Stally. It's a big, important game for both these teams. Yes, it's early on in the season. You don't want to, as Coach White talked about the first two games, you don't want to get fired up too early in the season with wins and losses. You want to just continue to get better. As Stally will draw a one-out walk. But for both of these teams, both sitting, well, Post State sitting at 2-2. And for Sioux Falls West at 2-3, Post State doesn't want to fall back under 500 in South Dakota games. Sioux Falls West wants to get back to 500 in South Dakota games. As Lincoln Keenels will come to the plate with one on and one out here in the top of the fifth. Long pause from Hardy Olson. First pitch is fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. Keenels is 0 for 1, ground out to the shortstop. He was hit by a pitch. That kicked off the top of the fourth. He stole third from second base and ended up coming around to score on a wild pitch. Part of the 3-run inning for the Eights that gave him a 3-2 lead. Now it's 3-3 here in the fifth. Pickoff attempt. Back in safely. The ball is starting to get away from the first baseman. Not far enough away from Adam. As he got a glove on it. Scooted away from the glove, and Stally had to stay at first base. So here's the 0-1 pitch from Hardy Olson to Lincoln Keenels. Long pause again. And Keenels will shoot it out towards right center field, but Byram is right there to make the catch. That ball continues just to find its way over to Byram. That one, again, off the bat, looked like maybe it was going to go for the gap, but the wind kind of carried it right over to where Byram was standing, and easily out for Byram. And there's now 2 down, and it brings up Jack Merkwan, who's 0 for 2, flew out to left field and reached on an air. Here's the first pitch. Stally takes off. Merkwan down the line, right field line. That's a fair ball. Stally rounding third. He's going to score without a play. Merkwan rounding second. He will hold up with an RBI double, and Jack Merkwan has given the Eights the lead right back. Here at the top of the fifth, they now lead it 4-3. Huge hits for Jack Merkwan. An RBI double with 2 outs. And he puts himself in scoring position as Bennett Dean has an opportunity to drive him in now with 2 away. Here's the first pitch from Hardy Olson to Dean. Curveball that's right there for strike 1. Good pitch there from Hardy Olson. Dean's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging in the second. Drew a walk in the fourth and came around to score on the 2 RBI single from Gary Nedved. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will hit Dean, and he'll make his way to first. And is now first and second with 2 away for now Johnny Lyons. And as Stubanowski will make his way out, will this be the end of the day for Trayson Hardy Olson? With pitch number 80 upcoming. We'll see if it will be the end of the day, and it will. So Hardy Olson will walk back to the dugout. He'll leave the game with first and second and 2 outs at the top of the fifth, and Post State leading 4-3. We'll tell you the changes when we come back. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
The count may change with every pitch, but what doesn't change is God's love for you. Come join us at Faith Lutheran Church to hear about the God who blesses us with athletic skill, meaningful relationships, and the peace and comfort that comes from his son Jesus. You can worship on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. or on Sunday mornings at 8:30 or 11 a.m. Faith Lutheran Church is up the hill at 714 North Grand and happy to support our athletes, their families, and our community.
Back here, top of the fifth inning, first and second and 2 down, as Alex Brosnahan will step to the mound for Sioux Falls West. As Hardy Olson goes 4 2/3 innings, he gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Right now, he is charged for 4 runs, 3 of them earned, but he's got another 2 on base that he is responsible for. As Brosnahan will try and finish the job here in the top of the fifth to get him out of this inning. Brosnahan has thrown in 3 1/3 inning in his 1 start so far. His 1 relief appearance. He had 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned against him. And Brosnahan had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, an ERA of 4.2 and a whip of .9 for Brosnahan in his first appearance. He deals with Johnny Lyons first. First and second and 2 away. First pitch from Brosnahan. Curveball that misses inside for ball 1. Trying to back pick over to second, and Merkwan is back in, standing up. The count is 1-0. Merkwan at second, Dean at first. He was hit by the pitch. 2 batters were hit by Trace and Hardy Olson in the ball game. Here's a 1-0. Merkwan started to take second, started to go from second. Now he's back to third, or throwing back to second. And Merkwan nearly got picked at second base. So the count is 2-0. Here's the next pitch. That one's on the outside edge. And I believe it's 2-1. I thought maybe you call a strike on that pitch to Lyons. There's a swing and a foul tip. It was not a strike earlier because the count is now 2-2. Here to Johnny Lyons with 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 pitch upcoming. Here at the top of the fifth, a 4-3 lead for Post State. Base hit can make it 5-3. Here's a 2-2. That one's outside, and it will be ball 3, and now everybody will get a head start here with the full count and 2 outs at the top of the fifth. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Lyons up the middle on a ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop. A high throw, staying on the bag was the first baseman Adam, and that will retire the side here in the top of the fifth inning. But another run scores on 1 hit in the inning. There are no errors and 2 men left on base. After 4.5, Post State now leads it 4-3 over Sioux Falls West. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Post State leads at 4-3 as the leadoff man in Noah Goodroad will come to the plate. And the first pitch is fouled back by Goodroad. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3. Goodroad, Rissavy, and Payne. With a 4-3 lead for Post State here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is upstairs, and it's now 1-1. So again, you can close the book entirely on Trace and Hardy Olson, who went 4 2/3. Gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. as the count is now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's flown out to right field. Jet Zabel will wait underneath it. He'll make the catch, and the leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it will bring up Ryan Risavy.
Shortstop Ryan Risavy.
Risavy is 0 for 1. He had a sac fly RBI back in the 3rd inning. Made it 2-0 at the time for Sioux Falls West. He also struck out swinging. One of the only strikeout for Jackson Edmond in the ball game. First pitch to Risavy is over for strike 1. Top of the zone for him. And Hardy Olson, the 4 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He hit 2 guys. As it's now a 1-1 count to Risavy. Here's the 1-1. That one is over, and it's now 1-2. 1-2, nobody out, or nobody on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Matt Hanson on the back end. He'll step and throw, and he will not be able to get him as it got away from Dean at first base. Gets all the way to the Post-State dugout. And at second base will be Risavy. An error will be charged to Hanson.
The error brings up
And the
hitter Dexter Payne.
tying run now is in scoring position for Dexter Payne. As when Payne comes to the plates, he is looking for RBI number 3. So far, he's 1 for 2. A ground out and a base hit. Here's the first pitch at the knees for strike 1 to Payne. Braden Byram will wait on deck here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In a game that has had its swings so far. Here's the 0-1. That one will bounce in. Good block there from Stallion. It's now a 1-1 count. With 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 from Keenels to Payne. High and outside, 2-1. Dexter Payne, an on-base percentage of .500 coming into this contest. OPS of .929. Here's a 2-1. That one's out in the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Merkwan will come up with it. They're going to try and send him. No, they're going to hold him at third base. So it's now 1st and 3rd with 1 down, and it brings up the cleanup man, and Braden Byram.
Birthday man, Braden Byram.
Byram's hit by a pitch and also flew out to center field. As Coach Brian White will come out and talk with the entire infield here with 1 out and runners at the corners. 7 hits now for Sioux Falls West. But they are still down 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 down. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Post-State. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for Sioux Falls West. And the home plate umpire is making his way out to break up the mound visit. And as it seems like every time the home plate umpire will get out to the mound visit is over. He's got the power, I guess, to make that happen. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Just past 7 o'clock, 4-3 our score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In Game 2, Post-State looking for a sweep of the day. They beat Spearfish 6-3. Now leading Sioux Falls West 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging. There's a ground ball to Hanson at second to short. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play to get him out of the inning. A 6-4-3 double play to get out of the inning with runners at the corners with 1 out. A huge turn from Hanson to Wiebe to Dean. No run score. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. Post-State clinging to that 4-3 lead. You're listening to Post-State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Top of the sixth inning, Post States will look to try and extend their 4-3 lead as they will have 6, 7, and 8. Jaden Wiebe to lead things off. Wiebe, Hansen, and Zabel, the first three hitters, here to start this top of the sixth inning. Gary Nedved finished the day 1 for 2 with 2 RBI single. And the first pitch to Wiebe was behind him and taken for a ball. He showed bunt, and it was hard to really pull it back because he had to keep himself from getting hit by the pitch that went behind him. Here's the 1-0. Showing bunt, pulls it back again, takes it high for ball 2. And the count's now 2-0. Here to Jaden Wiebe. Wiebe in game 1 ended up throwing 2 1/3 innings. It's now a 3-0 count. Gave up 1 run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout in that 2 1/3. Lincoln Keno's got the final 3 outs of that ball game. 3-0 pitch upstairs, a 4-pitch walk from Brosnahan to open things up in the top of the 6th inning. And it brings up Matthew Hansen, who is 0 for 2.
Walk brings up Matthew Hansen.
Hansen struck out looking and also popped out to the second baseman in his 2 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Brosnahan to Hansen. That one misses outside. 5 straight misses here to open up the top of the 6th inning for Brosnahan. And Coach White might be having the take sign on because Brosnahan just can't find the zone right now. The count is 2-0. And time will be called, and after 6 straight misses, we'll have a mound visit to try and get Brosnahan right. And if you're Matthew Hansen, Coach White calling over Hansen and Wiebe, and probably telling Hansen, you're going to take until you see a strike. And depending on if it's a 3-0 count, you might take until you get 2 strikes. Have someone from Sioux Falls West jogging down the left field bullpen. Looks like they're going to get loose rather quickly, as that will be Jake Klopstad that will make his way out to the bullpen. So Klopstad will start warming up. He has thrown 5 innings so far in 1 appearance. If he does come into the ball game, we'll give you the full details on it. 2-0's the count. Runner on first. Make it 3-0. 7 straight misses here from Brosnahan. And if you're Matt Hansen, you might be taking 2 and making a full count. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Another 4-pitch walk. 8 straight misses to open up the inning from Brosnahan. And probably telling Klopstad out in the left field bullpen that he's got to hurry up and get loose. So now here's Jet Zabel as he comes to the plate. And I think that he'll be taking until there's a strike against him. With 8 straight to open up, 8 straight misses to open up. He's going to show bunt. He will pull it back. And the throw going back to second base. Wiebe, he'll go off of Wiebe, and now he's going to head for third base. Picked up by the center fielder. Nobody was covering second until the second baseman got over there, and Wiebe will end up getting at third base. It was missed for ball 1. That's 9 straight misses. An arrow will get charged to the catcher on the throw back to second, trying to backpick Wiebe. And it's now first and third with nobody out. And Jaden Wiebe is 90 feet away from extending this lead to 2 here for Post State. And Zabel will swing at the 1-0 pitch. It's now 1-1. So after 9 straight misses, a swing and a miss by Zabel. And the count 1-1. And Zabel will pop up the 1-1 pitch. Foul territory, going back into fair territory. The third baseman will make the catch in Miratello, and there's now 1 down here in the top of the 6th. That's a big first out for Brosnahan here in the top of the 6th inning. And it's Brecken Kruger. Kruger has flown out to the center fielder and right fielder. If he puts another one out in the outfield, he could drive in Wiebe from third base. But also, do you maybe think about putting a safety squeeze on? With Kruger probably the best bunter on the team, you maybe think about a safety squeeze. Not bunting, fouling straight back is Kruger. And it's 0-1. Again, Kruger flew out to center field and flew out to right, and it's 2 trips to the plate. Here's the 0-1. Kruger will line that one out into center field, down for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Brecken Kruger, and the lead's 5-3 now for Post State. A big base hit for Brecken Kruger on the RBI, scoring Wiebe. And Post State now with their largest lead, 5-3 here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. And now it's the top of the order for Post State. George Stalley will come to the plates. And time is called, and that will end the afternoon for Brosnahan, or end the evening for Brosnahan. We'll step aside for a minute. We'll tell you the change when we come back. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Jake Klopstad is now on the mound for Sioux Falls West, as he'll be making his second appearance. In the first appearance, he went 5 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs. That was a relief appearance from Klopstad. Gave 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of 5.6, a whip of 2.8 so far on the young season for Klopstad in his now second appearance of the summer. And the top of the order will greet him with runners at first and second, and 1 down here in the top of the 6th. George Stalley trying to extend the Post State lead now. It is 5-3, trying to extend it. Here's the first pitch from Klopstad. Bounces in for ball 1. George Stalley is 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out victim. He walked and came around to score, which gave Post State the 4-3 lead in the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch. That one will miss down low again. Good block there from DeHaan. It's now 2-0. Stalley walked and then was off with a pitch with 2 outs of the inning, and Jack Berquan doubled down the right field line to score Stalley easily. 2-0 pitch. That one will also miss low, and it's now 3-0. And Stalley probably taking all the way with Lincoln Keenels on deck and a possibility of loading the bases. 3-0. That one will miss, a 4-pitch walk. And the bases are now loaded for Lincoln Keenholz. With one out here in the top of the 6th, and he can really bust this thing open. Keenholz, who went in the first game, went 3 for 4. He's 0 for 2 so far. Was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning, came around to score. 4 straight misses. Here's the first pitch. Make it 5 straight misses from Klopstad to open things up. Can't close the book yet on Brosnahan. He's responsible for the 2 runners at 3rd and 2nd. 1-0 pitch. That one is taken for a strike, and it's now 1-1. Keenholz did hit a home run here at Harmon Park during the spring season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 2-1. How about a grand slam here for Lincoln Keenholz? Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one will catch the bottom of the zone, and it's now 2-2. On 3rd is Hanson. Kruger at 2nd. Staley at 1st. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Keenholz, he fouls it away. He was maybe thinking the same thing, trying to make it 9-3 on one swing of the bat. Jack Merkwan is on deck, and then it would be Bennett Dean. 2-2 pitch again. That one misses outside, now 3-2. And nowhere to put Keenholz. You got to find the strike zone. And if you're Keenholz, don't chase anything. But you might have a good pitch to hit here with a 3-2 count. Bases loaded and 1 out in the top of the 6th. The payoff pitch. Outside, and it's a walk, and it's now a 6-3 lead for Post State. An RBI for Keenholz. And it's Jack Merkwan who is last at bat. Drove one down the right field line for an RBI to make it a 4-3 lead for Post State. And now they have a 6-3 lead with the bases still loaded. First pitch to Merkwan, misses for ball 1. And the pitchers here in this inning, Brosnahan and now Klopstad, are struggling to find the strike zone. Back-to-back walks issued from Klopstad in his first 2 that he's faced. That one will catch the bottom of the zone, 1-1 at the knees. And don't forget, coming up here after we're done, coverage of the NBA Finals, tip-off just after 8 o'clock. We'll take you out to Boston once we're done with this ball game. Here's a ground ball, right side, scooped up by the first baseman. The throw to the plate is in time to get Brecken Kruger. And so the bases will remain loaded, but there's now 2 down on the fielder's choice. And it's Bennett Dean with the opportunity to extend this lead.
Number 13, Bennett Dean.
Dean is 0 for 1, struck out swinging. He walked and was hit by a pitch. He has hit an inside the park home run already today, and that one will get to the backstop. No chance for a grand slam now for Dean, because coming in to score is going to be George Staley to make it a 7-3 ball game. And is now 2nd and 3rd. But Dean can still maybe launch one out to right field. Extend the lead maybe to 10-3. Boy, wouldn't that be something? Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will be taken at the top of the zone, and it's now a 1-1 count here to Dean. Klopstad trying to finish out this top of the 6th inning. 3 runs have scored so far here in the inning. 1-1 pitch. Dean will pop it up left side. We'll see if it stays fair. May sliding for it and making the catch, the left fielder and Kinzer. What a grab out there in left field by Kinzer, with it almost falling in the Bermuda Triangle out there. But Kinzer was able to slide and make the catch and retire the side in the top of the 6th. But 3 runs scored on just 1 hit in the inning. There was 1 error and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th, and Post State now leads it by 4, 7-3 over Sioux Falls West. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Isaac Adam to lead things off. He is 2 for 2, doubled home run, and also had a single to kick off the bottom of the fourth. Post State has a 7-3 lead as we start this bottom of the sixth inning. First pitch is upstairs for ball one to Isaac Adam. Adam, Miratello, Monger. 5, 6, and 7. Here's the 1-0. That one will miss low and outside. It's now 2-0. Lincoln Keenels a little bit more cushion than he came in from the fourth in the fifth inning. The runners at first and second. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 2-1. Actually came in the fourth inning with runners at second and third. And was able to finish out the inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Jet Zabel is going back near the line, and it's going to land foul. Just foul. And roles have kind of reversed in the last couple innings. Post State has been able to get those to drop on the line or inside the line, and now Sioux Falls West. That was an easy double, if not a triple, to open up the bottom of the sixth. Instead, it's just a long foul ball, and it's now a 2-2 count. Keenels from the windup, 2-2 pitch. Inside, just inside. It's now 3-2. That's a really tough take with 2 strikes on you. But now the full count pitch. And a chopper foul. And Adam stays alive. Still a 3-2 count here with the leadoff man up in the bottom of the sixth. Post State looking to get to 500 for the first time in 2022. Here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Keenels. His first one. And is now one down here in the bottom of the sixth, and it brings up Kyler Miratello. And for Post State now 5 outs away from making that happen with a 4-run lead. And that's a big first out here in the bottom of the sixth because Isaac Adam has been hitting the ball hard. His 2 trips to the plate. Miratello takes strike 1. He is 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, and came around to score on the RBI from Jacob Monger. That one's on the black on the outside, and the count's now 0-2. And for Keenels, the 0-2 pitch, trying to send Miratello back to the dugout. He does with a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. And here's now Jacob Monger with 2 down, nobody on. Monger got the RBI single in the bottom of the fourth. That tied the game up 3-3. And has since been shut down. Have Sioux Falls West. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Number 7 man in the order. Post State will have 5, 6, and 7 to open up the top of the 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss by Monger, and it's now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. There's a line shot. That's going to get down for a base hit into center field. And Monger keeps the bottom of the 6th alive with a 2-out single. And that will bring up Jackson DeHaan. DeHaan is 0 for 2. He flew out to center field and also grounded out to the shortstop in his 2 trips to the plate. He's looking to extend this inning to Jordan Kinzer, the number 9 man in the order. But with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, Cardinals just looking to finish this inning out and get ready for the top of the 7th. Trying to extend their lead some more. First pitch swinging, fouled it back. Jackson DeHaan, who's had a good game behind the plate. Made some really good blocks, some tough blocks behind the plate for Sioux Falls West. Here's the 0-1. That one is skied out to center, to left field. Brecken Kruger will call for it. He'll make the catch in left center. And that will end the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 6 complete here at Harmon. Post 8 has a 7-3 lead as we head to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Here in the top of the 7th, Post 8's with a 7-3 lead over Sioux Falls West. And Johnny Lyons will be the first man to the plate, 5, 6, and 7. Lyons, Wiebe, and then Hansen. As Klopstad will continue to work here in the top of the 7th inning. And for Johnny Lyons, looking for hit number 2 of the ball game. Post 8 with 7 runs on just 4 hits and one error so far in the ball game.
Number 24, Johnny Lyons.
Make that 3 errors in the ball game for Post 8. 2 errors so far for Sioux Falls West. With 7 runs on 4 hits. 1 in the 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. Here's the first pitch to Johnny Lyons on the outside edge for strike 1 as we kick off the top of the 7th. Again, coverage of the NBA Finals. Scheduled to start at 7:30, but we will keep it here until we get the conclusion, then get you out to Boston as quick as possible. That one's fouled back, and it's now 0-2. Tip-off is just after 8 o'clock, so still got plenty of time to get you out to Boston before tip-off of Game 3 of the NBA Finals with the series tied 1-1. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs to Lyons, now 1-2. He is 1 for 3, singled, back in the 2nd. Popped out behind home plate to the catcher and then also grounded out to the shortstop. 1-2 pitch from Klopstad. Good take there from Lyons. That was a good pitch, very good pitch from Klopstad. And a good take from Lyons. It's now 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Lyons, a hard shot right to the second baseman, and Monger to make the play, and there's one down to kick off the top of the 7th. And it'll bring up Jaden Wiebe. Wiebe walked, and after Hansen walked, they tried to backpick him at second. Ended up being an error, and taking third base was Wiebe. Who then came in to score on the RBI single from Brecken Kruger. Tried to bunt his way on, but he bunts it foul. And it's 0-1. Brandon Valley beats Mitchell 7-3 in their first game of the season. The only final besides that Brookings post 320 game, as it counts 1-1. Wiebe trying to bunt his way on again. That's a bunt down the first base line. Picked up by the pitcher, and the tag applied by Klopstad. And a good play there from Klopstad, who stepped in front of the first baseman, Adam, to make the play. And because he was able to make that play, instead of flipping it, he saw how close he was to Wiebe, extended the arm out and make the tag. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the 7th. And it will bring up Matthew Hansen, who is 0 for 2 in the walk. Here's the first pitch to Hansen. Ground ball right side. That's through the hole for a base hit. Inside outs it into right field for a single for Hansen. He's now 1 for 3. And that extends the inning to Jet Zabel. It's a good piece of hitting there for Matt Hansen.
Number 16, Jet Zabel.
Zabel is 0 for 2. He walked in the third. And a ground out and a pop out victim. Here's the first pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1 to Zabel. In the bottom of the 7th for Sioux Falls West, be 9-1-2. Kinzer, Goodroad, and Rissovy. Top of the zone just missing. It's now 1-1. And right now, Sioux Falls West will have to score 4 runs to extend the ball game, with it being Lincoln Keenel's game to finish out. Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off, unable to catch it cleanly as the catcher of DeHaan. And it ends up being a stolen base for Matthew Hansen. The count is now 2-1, and a base hit for Zabel could put a handful lead for Post State. 2-1 pitch, foul straight back, and it's now 2-2. Zabel looking for a base hit to make it an 8-3 lead for Post State. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Matt Hansen on at second. 2-2 pitch, and fouled back again by Zabel. So we'll do it again another time. Can we set from the stretch? 2-2. Zabel grounds it over to the first baseman. It eats him up and gets into right field. Hansen will round third. He will come in to score as the throw comes in late. And an air charge to the first baseman, Adam, extends the lead 8-3 now for Post State, with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And Brecken Kruger to the plate after an RBI base hit in the top of the 6th that extended the lead from 4-3 to 5-3. And the Eights end up scoring another 2 runs before it's all said and done. And now they have a 5-run lead with 2 outs here at the top of the 7th. First pitch over for strike 1. Here to Brecken Kruger. Klopstad will come set from the stretch. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kruger. After a long pause, runner takes off, swinging a foul tip into the mitt. The throw to second. The tag applied, and underneath the tag is Zabel, so he's safe at second. Count is 0-2. And again, Zabel was off of the pitch. Kruger got a piece of it, but it was caught by the mitt of the catcher in DeHaan, so it ends up being a strike, not a foul ball, and Zabel is able to end up stealing second. So now comes the 0-2 pitch again. Here with 2 outs, swing and a miss by Kruger, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 7th. 1 run scores on 1 hit in the inning, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Post State has an 8-3 lead over Sioux Falls West to close it out for a doubleheader sweep of the day over Spearfish and Sioux Falls West. Back in a minute, you're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, let's go. We're going to be late for the baseball game.
I know my air conditioner is letting me down like our middle reliever last game. I have to give someone a call.
That's easy. Call in the closer, AirTech Heating and Cooling. They use Coleman brand heaters and air conditioners, and like our team's closer, AirTech with Coleman products give us quality and dependability we can trust to win the game.
You're right. I'm going to the bullpen. AirTech, I need you.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Bottom of the 7th inning. It is a 8-3 lead. 9-1-2 here for the Sioux Falls West team as they are down their final 3 outs. Jordan Kinzer will be the first man to come to the plate. First pitch swings and misses for strike 1. Kinzer is 1 for 2, doubled, and flew out to center field. Post State trailed 2-0 after 3 innings. And then scored 3 runs in the top of the 4th to take a 3-2 lead before West tied it back up 3-3. And then 5 straight runs now for Post State. The 0-2 pitch is fouled over by Kinzer. They scored 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and another 1 in the 7th. And the 8s are 3 outs away from getting to 500 for the first time in 2022. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, foul territory. It will one-hop the fence. It is still 0-2. Like Aquino's came in the middle of a count in this ball game to relieve Jackson Edmond, and he has been fantastic like he was in the 1 inning in Game 1 to pick up the save. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Comes inside, and it's now 1-2. And again for Lincoln Keenels, he can only go to 95 pitches in this game because he threw 10 in game number 1. As the 1-2 misses inside, and it's now 2-2. And Keenels right now, it's going to be pitch number 40, so he's got plenty to go before he gets to that 95 pitch count. 2-2 pitch, didn't offer at it, didn't Kinzer. So now from 0-2 to 3-2. Keenels doesn't want to walk the leadoff man to open up the bottom of the 7th. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of play on the right side. So we'll do it again here at 3-2. Keenels with 2 strikeouts so far. He's given up 2 hits, no runs. Edmond got charged with all 3 runs in that 3 1/3 inning. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Keenels' 3rd strikeout. And the bottom of the 7th starts out with a K. And now it's Noah Goodroad, who is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning. Picked off between 1st and 2nd. Reached on an error in the 3rd. And then flew out to Zabel in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to him will miss low for ball 1. And after we're done with this ball game, we will get you right out to Boston for game 3 of the NBA Finals. 1-0 pitch. That one is skied out to center field. Brecken Kruger takes a couple steps back. He'll make the catch. 2 down now here in the bottom of the 7th. And 1 to go for Post State. And if they pick up this last out with Ryan Ritzvey to the plate, they'll be winners of 5 of the last 6. And at 5-5, with a little mini vacation between today and then next Tuesday when they go to Watertown. First pitch to Ricevy is popped up right side. That one will most likely get out of play as Bennett Dean tries to track it down, but it does get out of play for strike one. So Post State down 2-0 in this ball game through 3 innings. Came back and took a 3-2 lead. It was 3-3, and now it's 8-3 for Post State. That one's on the outside edge, 0-2, and the Eights are a strike away from picking up 2 wins here today over Spearfish and Sioux Falls West. The 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball off the mound right to Wiebe at second. A throw to first. Roll Eights. Post State wins at 8-3. Both games go as winners for the Eights. They're now 5-5, 3-2 in South Dakota games. And for the first time in 2022, they are at 500 and winners of 5 of the last 6. Here to finish out this week and get ready for Watertown next week Tuesday. We'll be back on the air at 4:45 next week Tuesday, as Post State will be in Watertown, as they'll be looking to get over 500 in that ball game. Thanks to Drew McIntyre back at the station. We're going to get you out to Boston here. Post State wins game 1 6-3. They win game 2 8-3. As we say so long from Harmon Park.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, Floss Dentistry, Comtech, Wagner Auto, Dakota Sprinkler, CHS River Plains, Kathy Sunshine Properties, True Green, B&B Equipment, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Gales Gas. Post State Baseball is also brought to you by AirTech, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Olson Plumbing, First Dakota National Bank, Ferding Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Avera, Sander Auto Parts, Edward Jones Financial, Todd's Electric, Lamb Auto, Kruger Contracting, the Oahe YMCA, Bank West, and Fisher Rounds. Join us all season for Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of KCCR Sports.